Have you ever opened a Wendy's bag and thought, this cannot be the same thing they photographed? Like they took a supermodel, then what you got was her tired cousin who just woke up from a nap. Yeah, fast food marketing is wild. See, the menu boards show buns that shine, bacon that glistens, fries that sparkle like they just signed a movie deal. But the reality, sometimes it's magic, and sometimes it's heartbreak in a paper wrapper. Here's the thing. Wendy's has been around since 1970, and they've built this reputation for being the fresh, never frozen place. The square burgers, the frosty, the whole red-headed girl aesthetic. It all feels like they're playing a different game than the other chains, but you know what? That doesn't mean everything on their menu is worth your time or your money. Today, we're ranking 9 Wendy's items from absolute worst to shockingly best, including 5 things you should never waste your money on, and 4 items that might actually be worth the hype. And trust me, the top spots are not what you think. Before we dive in, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, because I'm about to save you from some seriously disappointing meals and introduce you to a few that might become your new guilty pleasure. All right, let's get into it. Number 9, Baconator. Starting at the absolute bottom of our list, we've got the Baconator. And I know what you're thinking. Wait, the Baconator? That thing is iconic. Yeah, it's iconic in the same way a monster truck rally is iconic. Loud, excessive, and something you regret attending after about 10 minutes. Here's the real kicker. This burger is like a blockbuster movie with nothing but explosions. Fun for 5 minutes, exhausting afterward. Let's talk numbers. The Baconator clocks in at over 900 to 1,000 calories depending on how they build it that day. The saturated fat content alone could probably qualify as a science experiment. You've got 6 strips of bacon, 2 beef patties, American cheese, mayo, and more mayo. That's it. No lettuce, no tomato, no onion. Nothing to break up the absolute assault of grease and salt. And get this, the flavor is heavy, salty, and completely one note. It's bacon, beef, cheese, and mayo all screaming at you at the same time, but none of them are saying anything interesting. It's like listening to a song where every instrument is turned up to 11. Sure, it's loud, but where's the melody? Bottom line, this is more excess than excellence. The Baconator is trying so hard to be impressive that it forgot to be enjoyable. And if you thought that was messy, number 8 is chaos tucked inside a pretzel bun. Number 8, Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. The Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger sounds incredible on paper. You've got a pretzel bun, beer cheese sauce, bacon, and all the pub-style fixings. It's supposed to feel like you're at a trendy gastropub, except you're in a Wendy's parking lot at 2 in the afternoon. But here's the thing. This burger is a rock concert in your mouth. Loud, chaotic, and not always on beat. Let's break it down. You're looking at 820 to 920 calories depending on the build. That's not the problem, though. The problem is salt overload. You've got beer cheese sauce that's already salty, bacon that's definitely salty, and a pretzel bun that's basically a salt delivery system with carbs attached. It's like they decided to see how much sodium they could pack into a single sandwich before your kidneys filed a formal complaint. And the texture? The pretzel bun is often reported as dense or dry. When it's fresh, it can be decent. When it's been sitting under a heat lamp for 20 minutes, it's like chewing on a salty sponge. The toppings are all competing for attention. You've got crunch from the bacon, creaminess from the cheese sauce, but nothing really works together. It's all crunch, no balance. Verdict: an over-engineered flavor bomb that doesn't always detonate the right way. But number 7 proves that even healthier-looking Wendy's items can go sideways. Number 7. Seasoned breakfast potatoes. All right, let's talk breakfast. The seasoned breakfast potatoes sound like a great idea. Crispy, seasoned potatoes to go with your morning sandwich or coffee. What could go wrong? Well, these potatoes are the loud friend at 7 a.m. Energetic, spicy, but sometimes too much. You're getting 260 to 280 calories for a side, which isn't terrible, but the inconsistency, that's where things fall apart. When these potatoes are fresh, like just out of the fryer fresh, they're actually pretty good. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, nice seasoning kick. But when they've been sitting, they turn into oily, soggy disappointments that stick to the bottom of the container like they're trying to avoid being eaten. The seasoning is aggressive. Heavy salt punch, some paprika, maybe some garlic. It tastes good when you're in the mood for it, but it's not particularly filling for the calories you're taking in. You eat the whole serving and 15 minutes later you're wondering why you're still hungry. Bottom line, solid when fresh, disappointing when soggy. And in fast food, inconsistency is the kiss of death. If this is already saving you from a bad meal, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. And number 6, it's a Wendy's comfort item that almost works. Almost. Number 6, chili. The chili at Wendy's is like a thrift store sweater. Warm, comforting, but you never know if you're getting a good one or a stretched out one. On paper, the chili looks great. 240 calories for a small serving, high protein, high fiber. It's one of the lighter options on the menu, which is rare for fast food. You'd think this would be a slam dunk. But here's the thing. The sodium content is surprisingly high for something that's supposed to be a healthier choice. And the bean-to-meat ratio varies so heavily by location that you're basically playing chili roulette every time you order it. Some locations give you a hearty, meaty chili that feels like someone actually cared about what they were serving. Other locations give you a watery bean soup with a few sad chunks of beef floating around like they're looking for a life raft. The texture ranges from thick and satisfying to something you could drink through a straw. Verdict: good in theory, inconsistent in execution. But number 5 takes inconsistency and raises it to an Olympic sport. Number 5, 10-piece chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets, the classic comfort food. Wendy's nuggets have their fans, and I get it. They're cheap, they're shareable, they come in a convenient cardboard box. But here's the real kicker. They're like a bag of popcorn. Addictive, but you're gambling with every handful. You're looking at 286 to 420 calories depending on location and nugget type. That range alone should tell you something. The quality swings wildly. Sometimes you get nuggets that are meaty, crispy, and actually taste like chicken. Other times you get something that's mealy, soggy, and tastes like it was breaded using sawdust and broken dreams. The sauce is what really boosts the experience, and the calories. Without sauce, these nuggets are pretty boring. With sauce, they're tolerable to pretty good, depending on your luck that day. And get this. Multiple customer reviews describe these as the most unpredictable item on Wendy's menu. That's not a compliment. When you're ordering fast food, you want consistency. You want to know what you're getting. With these nuggets, you're rolling the dice every single time. The value is there, sure. But value doesn't mean much if half the time you're eating something that tastes like cardboard with a crispy coating. Verdict: fun, but wildly inconsistent. Now we enter the must-try territory. These final 4 items actually earn their spot. Number 4, Dave's Single. Alright, here's where things turn around. The Dave's Single is like a reliable sedan. Not flashy, but it gets you where you need to go without any drama. You're looking at around 520 calories with a solid protein ratio. It's got fresh lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, ketchup, and mayo on a toasted bun with a quarter-pound beef patty. Nothing crazy, nothing over-engineered. It's a burger that knows what it is and doesn't try to be anything else. And here's the thing, it's consistent. Way more consistent than most burgers on the menu. You order a Dave's Single in Ohio, you get the same burger you'd get in California. The lettuce is actually crisp. The tomato doesn't look like it gave up on life 3 days ago. The beef tastes like beef, not like a salt lick. The flavor profile is balanced. You've got savory from the beef, freshness from the vegetables, A little tang from the pickles and ketchup. Nothing is overpowering. Nothing is trying to steal the show. It all works together like a well-rehearsed band. Food outlets consistently rank it as one of the most balanced fast food burgers, and I have to agree. If you walk into Wendy's and you want a burger that's going to satisfy you without making you feel like you need a nap afterward, this is your move. Verdict: simple, satisfying, and predictable in the best way. But number 3 brings heat, literally. And if you're finding this ranking useful, hit the like button. It really helps the channel cut through the noise. Number 3. Spicy Chicken Sandwich. The spicy chicken sandwich is like a rom-com with a twist, familiar structure, but that spice keeps you hooked. You're looking at 400 to 500 calories depending on the build, which is totally reasonable for a chicken sandwich. The breading is crispy, the chicken is juicy, and the heat level is defined but manageable. It's not going to destroy your mouth, but you'll definitely know you ordered the spicy version. The texture combo here is what makes it work. You've got that crispy breading giving way to tender chicken, all on a soft bun with mayo and lettuce to cool things down a bit. It's a well-constructed sandwich that doesn't fall apart halfway through eating it, which, let's be honest, is more than you can say for a lot of fast food sandwiches. And get this, taste test panels regularly place this above competitors for spice and crunch. That's saying something in a market where everyone and their cousin has a spicy chicken sandwich now. Wendy's version holds its own. The consistency is there too. Order this sandwich 5 times, you're going to get pretty much the same experience 5 times. No weird soggy days, no mystery meat vibes. It's dependable. Verdict: a dependable spicy hit that rarely disappoints. Number 2 is even more iconic. Cold, creamy, and secretly one of their best items. Number 2. Frosty. The Frosty. Chocolate or vanilla. This thing is like a short story you can't stop rereading. Simple but perfectly executed. You're looking at 311 to 424 calories depending on the size you order. And here's the thing. The Frosty has this unique texture that sits somewhere between a shake and soft serve. It's thick enough that you need a spoon, but smooth enough that you can sip it through a straw if you're patient. The flavor is subtle. It's not aggressively sweet like most fast food shakes. The chocolate version has this malty, cocoa taste that's actually really pleasant. The vanilla is clean and simple. Neither one is trying to blow your mind. They're just trying to be good at what they are. And get this, the fries and Frosty combo has a near-cult following. People swear by dipping their hot, salty fries into the cold, sweet Frosty. If you haven't tried it, you're missing out on one of those weird food combinations that absolutely should not work, but totally does. The seasonal flavors boost the replay value too. Pumpkin spice Frosty, peppermint Frosty, strawberry Frosty. Wendy's keeps it interesting without messing with the core formula. Reviewers repeatedly cite this as the most consistent item on Wendy's menu, and I can't argue with that. Order a Frosty, you know exactly what you're getting. Every single time. Verdict: a dependable dessert icon that always delivers. And number 1. This is the sleeper hit no one expects. Alright, number 1. The baked potato. Plain or custom? And before you say, a baked potato, that's your number 1 pick? Hear me out. This thing is a blank canvas. You can turn it into a masterpiece or a disaster, but the base is rock solid. Let's talk nutrition first. 230 to 310 calories plain. That makes it one of the healthiest fast food mains you can order anywhere. It's high in fiber, high in potassium, and it's an actual whole food. Not processed, not reconstructed, not deep fried. It's a potato. Baked. That's it. But here's where it gets interesting. You can customize this thing however you want. Keep it plain with just salt and pepper if you're watching calories. Load it up with cheese, bacon, and sour cream if you want comfort food. Add chili and cheese if you want a full meal. The potato doesn't judge. it's there for you. And get this, nutrition experts call it one of the smartest sides in any major fast food chain. When was the last time nutrition experts praised anything at a fast food restaurant? This potato is out here getting academic endorsements. The potato itself is fluffy on the inside. The skin has that nice baked texture, and it actually tastes like real food. In a world of mystery meat and engineered flavor profiles, that's refreshing. You order this, and you feel like you made a responsible choice. You eat it, and you feel satisfied without feeling gross. Bottom line, shockingly wholesome, surprisingly satisfying, and criminally underrated. So there you have it. 5 Wendy's items to absolutely avoid, and 4 you should be ordering way more often. The bottom of the list, it proved exactly what we suspected. Some items look incredible on the menu board, but the reality is either too greasy, too salty, too inconsistent, or way too heavy to be enjoyable. The Baconator and that pretzel pub monstrosity are trying so hard to be impressive that they forgot to be edible. The middle items, nuggets, chili, potatoes, show that even Wendy's comfort classics have off days. Sometimes they hit perfectly. Sometimes they feel like they were prepped during a lunch rush meltdown. You're gambling every time you order them. But the top of the list? That's where Wendy's really shines. The Frosty, the spicy chicken, Dave's single, and the humble baked potato prove that simple, well-executed food will always win. It doesn't have to be flashy. It doesn't need 17 toppings and 3 kinds of sauce. It needs to deliver on its promise. And if today's ranking taught us anything, it's this. Don't trust the menu photos. Trust the items that consistently show up the way you expect. Sometimes the cheapest, simplest thing on the menu ends up being the real MVP. A baked potato beating out burgers and nuggets? That's the kind of plot twist nobody saw coming. If you enjoyed this ranking, hit that like button, subscribe for more fast food breakdowns, and let me know in the comments which burger on this list surprised you the most. And if you want to make smarter fast food choices, subscribe and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one.